Item 6 in the OWASP Top 10 is vulnerable and outdated components. To understand this item, you first have to understand how applications are built. Nobody starts from scratch. For a web application, you typically start with some framework such as React, and you can pull in additional software components that provide specific functionality. But where do these components come from? Many of them are open source projects, which means they're created by developers just like you. Using these components makes them part of the application, and that means you are responsible for handling security properly. This means you need to know which components you've used, and you need to be aware of any vulnerabilities that have been reported against those components. You need a process for keeping components up to date. This is part of securing the software supply chain. It is something that needs to be part of the process around you, the developer. It's too hard to keep track of all your components manually, so you'll want to use a software composition analysis or SCA tool. An SCA tool can examine your application and figure out which components you've used, and it tells you if any of those components have known vulnerabilities and need to be updated. For example, here is Black Duck showing the components used in building the insecure bank application. SCA tools can scan your source code, container images you use for deployment, and also binaries to discover the open source components you used. Based on this list of ingredients, SCA tools like Black Duck report on corresponding known vulnerabilities, such as these in an outdated Log4j component. Best of all, a good SCA solution can notify you if a new vulnerability is found in a component you already used in your application. So the best solution for this item in the OWASP Top 10 is to use SCA as part of your build pipelines. Knowing what's in your application is the first step. Responding quickly when vulnerabilities are published is an important part of driving down software security risk. That's all for now. If you'd like to try out SCA in your IDE, check out our CodeSite plugin.